Jason Kuhlman again here, independent home solar advisor in the SF Bay area. Welcome back if you've seen a couple of my other presentations. This one gets really interesting. It's, really seeing a homeowner. Imagine your bill was $225 electric a month through PG&E. And I'll let you know kind of how he dealt with that. Um, Again, I'm just trying to make it easier online objectively here to look at, especially low cost barrier solar, or basically solar that doesn't cost any money up front to do, and choosing to do a monthly way instead, and then also system purchase. So to this example, he's in Rodeo, and he didn't want to have an upfront cost to do solar, but he did want to get some control on his utility bill. So he's just looking for a predictable rate for power. That's what a power purchase agreement does. It's basically a company in partnership with an installer, and they give you a guaranteed rate for this power off your roof, and usually better than utility, and along with a promise of production for 20 years, and easily transferable, like if you buy a system with the new homeowner. So you're basically solving the long-term cost problem for the house. Then there's the other advantage of doing these monthly plans is uh, the you get all the maintenance is taken care of by the company, so they'll come back and fix anything that's wrong. It's the warranty's 20 years, so they'll replace the inverter, monitor your system for no cost, so you see it online, everything it's doing, and seeing that it's produced what was promised. It's just a really clean, easy way to do solar. Um, so in this case, the solar system itself, you can see the 225 there. That was his PG&E electric bill. Um, his electric bill went down to 64. Um, that's just on the PG&E side. He just wanted to take out those upper rates. Remember how those upper rates work? You just want to get those under control. Down to 64, you're no longer worrying about that, so he can expect that on his PG&E bill. Um, that's a 71% decrease on his bills, doing 55% of his power. But remember, he didn't put any money up front, so this is called a $0 PPA. That's just power purchase agreement. And he said, okay, give me a rate for the power. That altogether, hopefully, it's still less than the 225 I was paying. So it's basically price protection. So on the bottom, you can see he got rid of 29 and 40 cents. That's what the solar did, and was able to replace it with 27 cents. So definitely better than he was paying. And let's look at what that looks like in terms of a monthly. If you do the 27 cents by how much the system is producing monthly, you can see how much it's going to cost you monthly. Um, so here we go at the top. It's a new price-controlled hybrid bill. $144 a month, that's what the solar portion ends up equaling. That's the 27 cents multiplied by the production. Um, Better than what PG&E was charging for that upper part. He still has his remaining $64, so that's why it's called a hybrid bill. But that 64 is way under control, and the great part is he's at 208. So he met his goal. It's like no cost out of pocket. I'm a little less than I was paying, but long term is his main thing, is keeping those rates out, and so it's not going up over time. Your real savings, if you multiplied all that inflation that you're avoiding over 30 years, excuse me, 20 years, it ends up being about $30,000. So we're kind of avoiding 6% PG&E inflation. Next is just the system specs. I can go over that more with you in email, follow-ups to these presentations. The other options, like instead of paying zero, he could have paid up front. So that would have been a range of, after all the tax credits and everything, of about $16,000, and that's after getting a $7,200 tax credit back. He could have done also, instead of the monthly payments, he could have done what's called a prepaid lease or PPA, and put $15,000 up front for, instead of having monthly payments all on the 20 years, and get the best rate possible by doing that. So there are all kinds of options there. Check out my next presentation. You'll see other bill amounts, and I really appreciate you listening.